Previously on the inventory.
The message you left that made it appear as if a brony, as if it was possible, was trying to get a hold of you.
Seriously, what message?
That message might be real?
What have you learned?
Well, our broadcast has certainly been amplified beyond the reach of Ponyville, that's for sure.
But that still doesn't explain why we're getting messages from bronies.
Curtain Call's right. Let's just keep this between the three of us for now, and next week we'll continue our show as per usual.
The fact is you're hiding something from me, aren't you? I will find the truth, and you can be sure about that.
More bronies just sent me messages through the QED.
They what?
Oh, hi Fairytail.
How could you keep such a scoop like that a secret?
It was only a matter of time before this would have gotten out to the rest of Equestria. So what are we going to do about it now?
There's only one thing we can do. Equestria deserves to hear the truth.
KPNY has been researching the society of these monsters who are apparently obsessed with our culture.
You're a real piece of work. You know that?
I'm a reporter, Airwaves. I give the masses the story they want. Keep looking. I'm sure you'll find that shit you're looking for. Personally, I help you find it.
If I'm going to inform every pony the truth about the bronies, I'm going to need all your help. You guys give me the strength to do this because you're all my friends. For quite some time now, we here at the inventory have been in actual contact with these bronies. They have the ability to communicate with us, and we have the means to communicate back. Now, I can't tell you who to believe or who not to believe. All I can do is ask. It is my hope that you start to understand that they watch us, not with malicious intent that some will claim, but with love. My name is Airwaves, we are the inventory, and we're not going anywhere.
And now for the continuation of the inventory on KPNY. Where is it, confound it? Let's see here. I know it was within my personage during my last presentation. I was sitting in my chair diligently. Airwaves was, of course, sitting in his designated position, relishing in his self-glorified stature. That's when he grabbed my mane. It must have been when I lost it. Blessed Pegasus! Why must he be such a constant nuisance in my life? Wait a moment. Airwaves. Ah, of course, the wastebasket. Oh, the carrot is still in here. Explains the stench. Let's see. Pretzels. This goes claw. Does nothing get cleaned up in this studio? I'll have to get that new janitor Orange Glow in here to take care of this. Bastard, it's not here. And perhaps it fell behind the desk. What in the world of Equestria is this big lump? Cover story? Cover story. Cover story!
Huh? What? Who's there? Paul, is that you?
Cover story. Why in Celestia's name were you sleeping on the floor, behind the desk of the recording booth, no less? Do you possess any dignity?
Oh, my head hurts. I feel like I just went hook to claw with a dragon.
Are you okay? You're wobbling around more than sound effects at Cyrus. Wait a sec, are you?
Well, I came into the booth to do an audio interview with a dedicated listener by the name of Barry Punch.
That explains everything.
No, wait, it wasn't like that. At least I don't think it was. Honestly, I don't remember what happened.
Now this is amusing. I never would have imagined you to be such a lightweight.
Now wait a minute, hey you guys! Oh, my head.
Ah, sound effects. Punctual as always, I see. Please do try to be less than your frivolous self, won't you? Cover Story's had a rough night.
Oh, is it cider season already? Fairytail, why don't we go on down to Sweet Apple Acres and snatch a pint?
I prefer to keep my countenance intact, thank you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I think I'll leave Cover Story to his preparations, seeing how he is today's presenter. I have a more pressing matter that I must attend to.
Wait a minute. Why did you come in here, Fairytail?
Me? Well, I was just looking for... what I meant to say is that, well, that's none of your business.
Oh, Fairytail's brat raid. Sound effects is intrigued.
Don't you have to tend to some machines exploding somewhere or something?
Actually, no. I came in here to share something with you guys. A big-name brony musician just came out with a new album. It's wubtacular.
Oh, not you and your wubs again. How can any pony actually classify that as music?
Well, that one DJ down the street sure made a living out of it, and the bronies just can't get enough of it.
Which is why their talent in writing is far superior. The Brony libraries literally have a cornucopia of selected works ranging from every genre imaginable. Through their own interpretations of our world provides us with an intrinsic window in which we may observe and understand their culture and ideologies.
What? I think I understood you less than usual.
I think all I said was that books are boring.
How rude!
And bronies just don't create dubstep, you know.
Oh, then pray tell what other kinds of music do they make?
Well, they have just about everything else. They got the jazz, the opera, the rock, the heavy metal, and last but not least, the orchestral. I know you'd like that. And not only that, but the amount of music they create, it's staggering. Literally hundreds of new tracks every week. It's impossible to keep up.
Quantity does not equate to quality, some effects.
Hey now, if you want to talk in terms of numbers, here you should take a look at the Brony art galleries. Not only is there an infinite number of pieces to look at, but the quality that go into them is astounding. The amount of work and attention that's required to create a perfect piece of art, one that literally draws you in and makes you feel something, is incredible. Not to mention, you can appreciate dozens of art pieces in time it takes you to listen to a song or read a story, and still get that emotional feel.
True art can be intellectually invigorating, but not as much as reading, which can improve vocabulary, creative thinking, cognitive performance, and imagination.
Yeah, because Fluttermack leaves so much to the imagination.
Not as much as a pastel painting of Twilight Sparkle in a maid's outfit.
Well, at least there's not a million different pieces of art about Rainbow Dash flying through the air like in the Brony music.
I beg to differ, actually. I've seen quite a few myself.
Well, overused subject matters aside, I think we can all agree that all these forms of Brony-created content is emotionally and intellectually stimulating in some way, even if the writings are superior. That is, of course, aside from reading those foolish comic books.
Excuse me?
Oh, come now, cover stories. Certainly you have to admit that those funny papers of yours are hardly on par with the rest of the Brony-created content.
Hey, don't make fun of comics. They combine the visual appeal of art with the intelligence of a narrative.
Intelligence! Right. Maybe for a filly.
Guys?
If you would get off your high horse for a day and actually sit down and read one, I bet you'd be surprised how engaging they are.
And if you would grow up, maybe you can actually challenge yourself and read a big pony story. Rather sad for a journalist to waste his time on such dribble. I wouldn't be surprised at all if your stories were of an equal reading level.
Now listen here, Fairytail!
Got a problem!
Just to get
Welcome, ponies and bronies, to the inventory on KPNY Radio, Ponyville's radio, where if you're not listening to KPNY Radio, then you're probably not listening to the radio. As always, I'm your host, Airwaves, and today I will once again play my part in showing the ponies of Equestria just how talented and wonderful the bronies of Earth truly are. Now, I understand that there has been some controversy surrounding this network and the whole brony phenomenon, but just remember that we here at the inventory will always present you our material with honesty and integrity. And no pony knows integrity better than our own official foreign correspondent and resident comic buff, Cover Story.
Thank you again, Airwaves. Hello, Equestria. Hello, Earth. My name is Cover Story, journalist of the Manhattan Gazette, the first and still best source for all the latest in brony culture. Today I would like to present some of the creations this culture has brought forth. The creator of these creations is known by the name of Chaotic Brony.
Chaotic, huh? You have any relation to Discord?
Not that I know of. At least it never came up.
What do you mean?
Well, thanks to Sound Effects' new system that links the Equestrian Infonet to the human internet using the QED, I was able to interview Chaotic through several messages.
Well, that's certainly a station first. I gotta hand it to you, Cover Story. You really took the initiative on this one.
Well, what can I say?
Well, you can start by telling our listeners exactly what you learned about this chaotic brony and his works.
Simply put, Chaotic is not only talented, but incredibly creative at the art that he makes.
But you being our local comic buff, I'm sure he's made something along those lines that interested you.
Huh? Oh, yeah. He does make humorous comic strips. Most of them follow a simple 3 or 4 panel formula with simple but clever jokes and situations. I do suggest every pony do go check him out, but to be honest, that's not the reason why I brought him before you today.
Oh, really? Well then, what is it that Chaotic Brony is so good at?
He makes jewelry.
Wait, jewelry?
Yeah, that's right. He's been making jewelry for about 8 years now, since he picked up the trade from his father. He mostly works with gold and silver, but has been recently moving on to working with harder materials like steel.
Oh, that's interesting. So, what kind of jewelry does he make?
He can make just about anything, really. Rings, necklaces, pins, bracelets. If you can wear it, he can make it. The first piece I want to talk about is a necklace. It's a perfect replica of the alicorn amulet.
Ugh, that thing brings back bad memories. That was the evil amulet that the great and powerful Trixie used to enslave Ponyville. That was a rough time. She forced the station to play nothing but her voice proclaiming how great and powerful she was 24/7.
Lucky I was called back to Manhattan when that happened. Sorry you had to go through that, pal.
Yeah, it's fine. It's just something I'd like to not remember. Anyway, tell me a little more about the amulet. It's not, cursed, is it?
Not that I know of, no. It's just made out of sterling silver, copper, steel, and the jewel is simply painted on. Still, it's a glorious piece that is almost identical to the real thing.
Wait, how do you even know? You weren't even here.
What I meant to say is that I'd imagine it looks exactly like the real thing would. Anyway, apparently he was selling them exclusively at a pony convention, so some lucky bronies might have already gotten their hands on them. Still, you can find a picture of it on his gallery.
Hold on just a minute. Convention? What do you mean by convention?
Yeah, you might want to talk to Sound Effects about that later.
This program is trying to make bronies look good, remember?
I'm sure it's harmless fun. Can't be any weirder than those Daring Do conventions, right?
I still regret allowing Hardcover to drag me to one of those things. Dressing up in costumes like that it's just not comfortable. But anyway, every pony, it's time to take a bit of a commercial break. And when we return, we'll talk a little more about Chaotic Brony and his lovely jewelry. Okay, we'll be right back. And you're listening to KPNY, and I'm on the air right now. But first, a little bit of music.
The name's Joe, Donut Joe, from the greatest donut shop in Canalot. You want sprinkles? We got sprinkles. You want jelly? We got jelly. You want eclairs? Well, we ain't got eclairs. This is a donut shop, the heck you thinking. Now introducing a new Double O donut. 2 classic donut rings baked together to form a treat that's for your eyes only, made straight from Canalot with love. Joe's Donuts. I'll tell you when you've had enough. This is your local news at KPNY, and I'm your local correspondent. Press release. Recent poll conducted by Mayor's Cabinet produces surprising results. We asked numerous ponies around Ponyville what they currently thought of the job being done by our fine Ponyville Police Department. Their unanimous response was, well, Ponyville has police? More on the story to follow later. Details at 11. I'm Press Release.
Greetings, every pony. This is Radio Sports on KPNY, and I am Jockey Straps with the sports. As you know, the Crystal Empire is hosting the Equestrian Games this year. However, controversy has begun to linger on the playing field. Rumors and rumblings are abound on whether or not the Imperial athletes are using performing-enhancing magic due to the evidence of bizarre crystal powder being noticed in the home team's locker room. Official word from Coach Prince Shining Armor states, the athletes are just shedding. And I am Jockey Straps, and that's the sports on KPNY.
You hear that? He called them lovely.
Quiet down, we're on the air.
Welcome back, ponies and bronies, to the inventory on KPNY Radio, Ponyville's radio. And if you're not listening to KPNY Radio, then why in the world would you not be listening to the radio? And I'm Airwaves, and I'm here with Cover Story, who's just telling me about some of the fine works by a Mr. Chaotic Brony, a talented jewelry maker. So, Cover Story, what are some of the other notable pieces in Chaotic's collection?
Well, the next piece I want to talk about isn't a piece of jewelry per se, but a custom hourglass entitled All in Good Time.
An hourglass, you say?
Now, let me be clear. He didn't actually make the hourglass itself, but the reason I brought up the piece is because I want to draw every pony's attention to his engraving abilities. Both sides of the hourglass contain engravings of Dr. Hooves and Derpy Hooves, and I must say, he engraves better than I can draw.
Hooves. I've never really noticed that before. Are those two related or involved in some way?
The bronies sure seem to think so.
I'm sure they do.
This was Chaotic Brony's first time doing an engraving on anything larger than a pendant, and on top of that, he had only been doing engravings for about 7 months.
Well, that certainly is a testament to his skills, I can say that much.
And others recognize that skill as well. The All in Good Time hourglass sold at a brony charity auction for $300.
I take that that's a lot in human money?
Well, it's certainly nothing to sneeze at.
Well, that's very commendable. His work is starting to sound more and more professional. I'm starting to think that if I had the opportunity, I would like to buy some of his work myself.
Well, to tell you the truth, I've saved the best part for last.
And it gets more impressive?
Oh yes. He has crafted a perfect replica of King Sombra's crown.
Okay, so first Trixie and now Sombra. Are you sure he's not secretly crafting evil artifacts?
My sources suggest that there is only 45% of all known accessories contain negative enchantments.
Okay, sure.
Now anyway, about this crown. Like the amulet, it's made with silver and steel, and took him between 30 and 40 hours to make. He admits it to being one of his more challenging projects. The hard work shows as it came out fantastic. The jewel in the center of the crown is hematite, and the entire crown is proportioned around it.
Simply amazing. I take it there's a place for our listeners to enjoy his work for themselves?
The citizens of Equestria can view pictures of Chaotic Brony's work and can be found on the KPNY Infonet site and in this week's Manhattan Gazette. And for our human listeners, just click the link provided and we will send you to his Deviant Art Gallery on the internet.
What does that even mean?
Beats me. I'm just repeating what sound effects told me. I assume the humans know what I'm talking about though. Oh, and I should also remind the bronies to keep an eye out for Chaotic Brony, as I'm sure he'll be selling his wares in future conventions. Tell him KPNY sent you.
Thank you, Cover Story, for another fantastic presentation on another fantastic brony. Well, that's about all the time we have for today, so join us on our next broadcast where another brony shall take the spotlight. So say goodnight, Cover Story.
Good night, ponies and humans alike. I hope y'all tune into the next one.
And that next one being our next broadcast. This is Airwaves, signing off.
Looks like every pony has left. Now, to continue my search, it has to be in here somewhere.
Looking for something?
Great galloping griffins! Cover Story, where in blazes did you come from?
I don't think that's what you should be worrying about right now.
What do you mean?
I found this interesting little photograph lying underneath my chair during the broadcast today.
Photograph?
Certainly a nice little picture of Captain Spitfire. Her tail does look extra soft in this, and oh, those eyes.
Give that to me this instant!
Oh, and what does it say here on the back? To my adoring fan, Fairytail. Keep living the dream, signed Spitfire. Heart.
Give it back!
Oh, I'll give it back, alright. But first you have to take back what you said about comic books.
Fine, yes, I take it back. Now give me that!
And you have to legitimately sit down and read one. And while we're at it, you can present one on the air.
I would never stoop so low.
Oh well, your choice. I'm sure Airways and Curtain Call will love seeing this posted on the bulletin board.
You wouldn't dare!
Not unless you agree that your fics aren't superior to art or music.
Very well then. I'll play your little game for now. Just remember that I won't forget this so easily. This is blackmail, you know.
We in the business prefer to call it aggressive negotiation.